All right, good morning. All right, my name is Cannon. I'm with the United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command of the United States Forces Korea. So 3 commands, 1 office does knowledge management out there in Seoul, South Korea, and also in Pyeongtaek, Korea. We're kind of split operations right now. So this is going to be our agenda for this morning. It's going to be quick, down and dirty. So a little bit about myself. I've been in the United States military between the Marine Corps and the Army Reserves now for 20 years. So I did retire in September, and been a veteran of Iraq Freedom, Operation New Dawn, and Operation Inherent Resolve. I've helped stand up 6 knowledge management offices during that period of time over the course of 10 years. So it's been everywhere. It's been in Kuwait, Korea, Iraq, Wichita, Kansas. So I've stood up multiple knowledge management offices, and I've worked with over 70 countries in different joint and combined operations during that time. So right now, I'm the knowledge management specialist. I'm the chief of knowledge operations for the 3 commands. And basically what I do is I'm the architect for our command battle rhythm, and also help with that process improvement and a few other things within the 3 commands. So one of the things I've been working on for the past 6 years is helping the Department of Defense come up with a singular definition for what knowledge management is. So last year, we finally got everybody to agree on a single definition that's been 6 years in the making. So as you see on the screen here, this is the definition we came up with. It's a discipline focus, which is integrating people and processes enabled by the tools throughout the information lifecycle in order to create a shared understanding and increase organizational performance and decision making. So what does that mean? So basically, knowledge management is down to 4 different components. You have the organization. What's the organization mission set? The people. What processes are you needing to help out your people to get their business done? And then tools. What tools are you utilizing? It's not just SharePoint out there, or what other tools are out there, but this is the way we kind of focus on knowledge management. So again, I've stood up a few of these offices. I'm kind of going to give you a comparison, contrast between 2 areas: the Middle East, where I spent at least a good 3 years of my life, quite close to 4 years of my life out in the Middle East, and then also in Korea, where I spent the last almost 3 years. So right now, the knowledge management office down in Camp Arifjan, Kuwait, which is the CJTFOIR headquarters. So we've been around for about the past 3 years, very focused on the common operating picture. So what is the enemy actually doing? What are we doing as a joint coalition? So how does that look like on a map? What incident reports are coming out of that? Significant action reporting, who's where, and be able to this is in order to make quick, accurate decisions. So what facilities can we target? What can't we target because of rules of engagement that we have with other agreements out there? So, we don't want to be hitting a school where it's right next to a munitions plant or anything like that because we don't want collateral damage. So, we take those things into consideration. We had a battle rhythm performed that maximized staff time. We actually went down from the working group levels and planning teams all the way up to command decisions. And we also had a situational awareness on what the commander needs in terms of what's going on actually on the ground. And then also very process and tools focused. So the organization here was not stuck into the what I like to call communication shop or the IT department. It's actually set right underneath the chief of staff. So the one person that controls all the directors that's pulling on not the staff director, he's the one that directs us. So that way we can reach out to the different directorates and also different units to help get their processes and everything going. So in kind of a contrast, also the knowledge management office, just a little over 3 years old now. It's very agile nature. We have rotations of troops coming in and out every year. So we, like you say, we like to win the armistice 1 year at a time. And we've been doing it for now 65 years. So, yeah. Um, the staff sections are not quite embracing PM. It's more the middle management that's holding us up to get a full infiltration of knowledge management down to the knowledge worker. Um, a lot of it is that they don't either A, don't understand, or B, they think it's just a tools and not an entire concept or holistic look at what knowledge management is. One of the issues that we have right now is that a common operating picture does not include all staff equities. It just basically includes your intel and ops reporting. It does not include your logistics line, does not include what your IT infrastructure looks like. So there's some information lost there that we've been trying to gain back here lately. Again, we start off very tools focused. Mainly SharePoint as a venue or that tool that we utilize to collaborate with, and then then now we're trying to break away from that and focus more on the process. How does this work, and how does the process help support the tool that's out there? And we have just started integrating the great military. We have to have a visual right now with their master symbol for the Rock Army. And we actually work with our office, not in our office, but with our office to help the Rock understand what knowledge management is. So, doing this for a while. So these are some of the things I see as failures within knowledge management programs. So, no visual results, no meeting management, no what's identified systems, culture and architecture, you really get things, so you get that, here's a that finger, so be that manager that's been there, that hey, I got this, I know what's right looks like, don't bother me. And those supports leadership from an operating business not include all equities, is too centric other than looking at the holistic look of knowledge management. I like this new study. So this is what I recommend. This 5 whole things, a recommendation. Taking assessment of your organization when you first get in there. Oh, you have your organization definitely a conference. Go back to the assessment. Where are your strengths? Where do you need to improve? Then develop that into a strategy that you can lay out for the next 5 years. But where does the organization want to be to go from a quote unquote knee-jerk reaction type organization to more of a learning organization? Actually, there's a scenario that are out there. Or say the lessons identified system include a subject matter expert locator. So this way, people actually, it may not be a CEO that knows anything. And maybe that, secretary that's been there for 15 years that knows, where the quote unquote skeleton of business closet and, where to get things done. Make sure knowledge management is measurable. It can be anything from, return on investment, man hour saved, anything like that, using the tools that your program has value to the organization as a whole. Now let's go to first one projects. What I've learned with goals here, goals thought is that you want to get your quick wins, get your team's roles out of the way before you tackle big whole projects. Have that overall goal in mind and work towards that with these smaller projects. So this is kind of our concept of how standard decision cycle is within the United States Forces created the Combined Forces team in the United Nations. So we have basically your action officers, basically these are guys that does all the nut work. Now they have little things, teams of working groups that work on particular topics or a few topics. And these go up to functional boards that let's all say, yeah, this team has this should be made. At our location, or they bump this up to a higher authority because we don't have the authority to make these decisions on. So then they go up to a functional organization board that basically the chief staff says, okay, either these topics are ready or not ready for the community to look at. There's going to be why, and then the community finally makes a decision at this point up here. And before that, this goes to decision making, coordination, and getting guided in the direction on how the topic is supposed to be laid out. So for each of these meetings here, we have what's called 7-minute drill. So this is the format that we use, and basically up in the upper looking corner, We go through the purpose of the meeting, often of the meeting, what time of the meeting, and the location. Basically, you have a primary, alternate, contingency, and emergency location for this meeting. You have your inputs and outputs of the meeting. What information goes into this meeting? Where is the meeting into? What's the output of it? Trying to eliminate as many self-working items from the meetings as you can. And what other meetings does this feed into? Then over here you have, who is going to be sharing this meeting, who's going to be taking notes on this meeting, who's going to be in charge of making sure the room set up, everything, getting that email notification out to everyone. And who needs this, and that's all in this area up here. And then your agenda. So I call this a living document because every time you go to this meeting, you put this slide up very first thing when you walk in the room. So, okay, hey, I have this meeting, this is our agenda for today. So A, B, and C, and then you all get signed off by the chief of staff. And then also in our office, we categorize, well, what network they're on, who's the highest ranking person in the room, and what middle school staff that they go through. So this is a tool that we use internally within the station. And so from there, we build this thing called the administration flow diagram. So each one of these here have their own 7 drills. I have the names of each of the action officers and the facilitators that are in charge of those, and how they connect into the larger picture and to the commuter's decision cycle, and also the current events cycle. And so that goes into our beautiful Outlook calendar, all color-coded and everything. So we go from situational awareness, to working groups, training teams, all throughout the 3 teams. So this huge time challenges that we have, not only U.S. personnel to deal with, but we also have other countries to deal with too. So you have to make sure that you have everybody that looks in the room. So that's one of the other things that we're doing right now, is all of our standard operating procedures, so that we're getting input from any state nations that bring over those groups to say, hey, this is what we have currently for knowledge management SOC. Take a look at it. If there's any business that can be done that fits more of an international flavor, we invite those inputs back in. So we're on our 3rd iteration of that right now. We've had a few agencies come in to the United Nations. So outside of that, any questions?
Yes. You had a slide earlier on that the process was first do an organizational assessment, second developing knowledge management strategy.
Right.
In non-military, in the for-profit world or in organizations, typically one looks to what's the organization's strategy, what's the business's strategy. So the question that I have is, from a military perspective, how do you know what the strategy is that's supposed to decide if the knowledge management strategy?
Very good question. So basically what we do, again, first we take the assessment of what the organization is doing right now. The knowledge management strategy is actually tied into the main strategies and the main operational strategies for the team.
How is that?
We tie it into the line of effort. So usually Cannon has like 2 to 3 lines of effort that he focuses in on within his mission set. So he ties directly to those 2 or 3 things that the community wants into the team strategy itself. So for example, having tracking all the pharmacist violations throughout. So knowledge management strategy assists with tracking all arms and violations through whatever process that we want to do. So it's tying what the commander wants and then providing that the way forward on how to utilize it. I don't know if I've done that well.
Well, you did. Does everyone understand what the commander's strategy is?
Yes. That is one of the things we do an onboarding process. And part of that onboarding process is this is the commander's strategy for this period of time. Because the strategy changes over time, especially when you're out there in field.
Does knowledge management strategy is the thing?
Yes. Yes. We actually take an annual review of what our knowledge management strategy is. Take an annual review of that and then refine that process. Especially when you have big changes coming in. their perspective can shift left or right from where the last meter was. So you always have to do an assessment of your step.
So this is an annual cycle.
Yeah. I do this one annually, and then this one about once a year. I do an assessment on 40 days. And we always get troops coming in. So our situation is unique in that aspect, that we get troops coming in twice a year. We have a cycle during the winter time and have a cycle in the summertime. So troops coming in and out. So it's been up, they do 2 exercises and they stay country. This happens over the past 55 years. So things change, maybe typically change out about every 2 to 3 years. So you get constantly got to be updated and looking at the organization, how things are changing.
One other question. Is there a knowledge management strategy tying all the commander strategies together?
We have one commander for all 3 commanders. So that makes it a little bit easier. So we don't have 3 separate commanders doing 3 different strategies. So we do a combined joint strategy that looks at Asian command, by force, in that case, that's one body. Any other questions? Okay. Yes.
My question is about some of the executives or executives who aren't necessarily human with management. And in particular, in hierarchical organizations where there are those executives.
Right.
You, with your experience, how do you try to educate those executives on a regular basis to try to actually teach them well and to try to do it well?
My question, basically we do this in 2 separate ways. One is we do onboard within the command that everybody from holders on down has to attend. That's normally happens on a monthly basis. And where we can, if we get to acknowledgement for this here within the command structure, this is what our principal says is, this is what our algorithm looks like, so on and so forth. But the other way we do this is we do come into, kind of a first point with some of these executives is that yes, they have success out of system. And we say, we look at what you guys are looking at, this is what we're trying to accomplish here. This is the reason why we're trying to go this way, kind of these things. And then if you still get success, it depends on what value it is to your organization as a whole, is whether or not you press forward and try to fall on your sword, so to speak, on this particular topic, or do wait them out, or see go to the chief staff and say, hey, look, I'm having issues here, can you give me this thing? Any other questions? Thank you very much.
There you go.
So yeah, just back into the other room, so you're welcome to jump over to the other room. If you don't have the agenda in front of you is Kaylee Dixon's